In my most recent video, I played some Silas Warrior, but today I'm going to be playing the less common Silas Shaman. So what's the combo for Silas Darkmoon and Shaman? Well, just like Warrior, we want to give our opponent control of a Soulbound Ash Tongue, but instead of playing Shield Slam, we're going to go double Lightning Bloom, double Moarg Artificer, and Torrent for 32 damage. Now, that is a 7-card combo, but it's not as difficult to pull off as you might think. We play a good amount of card draw, with 2 Mana Tide, 2 Farsight, Novice, Blood Mage, Thalnos. Sometimes we can use Diligent Note Taker to make more Farsights. And we also just play a lot of Stall to help keep us alive. I've got 2 Tidal Wave, 2 Earthquake, 2 Scheme, and then 2 Groundskeeper, Lightning Storm. Lots of good Shaman stuff to get us into the late game. But we've also got a bit of mana cheat in this deck. I mentioned the Farsights, but we also have Geppetto Joybuzz. And if we happen to land relevant discounts on any of the combo cards, sometimes we don't need the second Lightning Bloom, or sometimes we don't even need the first Lightning Bloom if we happen to get a 1-mana Silas Darkmoon. So far, I have a 67% win rate with this deck. Now, we could talk about the sample size on that 67% win rate, but instead of doing that, let's talk about how you should subscribe to the channel. Alright, Priest is a good matchup. A relatively good matchup. I guess I keep Scheme, although I probably don't really need it against Priest. Mana Tide Totem is nice to see, although I think most Priests can probably answer the Mana Tide before I draw too many cards with it. Another Torrent. Taunt Tone is pretty good, because even if he plays a minion here, maybe he can't kill the Mana Tide. Although that could be Holy Smite, or probably other things that kill it. That's not the scariest thing he could wand make. No, so close. So close to the Mana Tide surviving. I have a very passive hand here. Oh, he's Quest. Well, that's okay, because I don't have to damage him ever. Could Scheme here. Not really sure if his board gets any scarier, but I just don't really need to Scheme. Let's chill. Oh, right, he can damage me. Okay, we'll Scheme. And then maybe next turn is Earthquake, and then Geppetto, although I think I'm gonna overdraw if I play Geppetto and curve. So I don't know, maybe I go like Earthquake and then Tidal Wave, and then I can Geppetto plus Torrent. Or Geppetto plus whatever I draw. Wow. Well, I do kind of want to play a card here, but I also don't want to overload. Sketchy Earthquake. I definitely don't have to play Geppetto on curve.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
I don't think this gives away my deck, right?
Your mind is not your own.
Yeah, so if I Geppetto here, I go up to 10 cards. Could just Tidal Wave. I do leave him something to heal, which I don't love. Maybe I just Instructor Fireheart. She is better the more mana I have, though. She's fine, I think. Evolving Missiles is cute. Wow, I gave him a heck of a 2-drop. 2 good 2-drops. Could play Forked Lightning here. Sure. Animations, please. That was a pretty bad Instructor Fireheart. I was hoping I could hit some card draw or like Feral Spirits or something. Groundskeeper's not bad. Do I want to play it into a 5/3? It's probably pretty okay. Maybe if this is spell damage, I play Lightning Storm. Although I could have always just traded off this 1/1. If I storm, I'm on 8 mana next turn, which isn't great for Geppetto. But I'm still pretty far away from needing to play Geppetto, honestly. Well, maybe not that far away. I think this is fine. Kill the 5/3 with a spell while it's convenient.
Let me change your mind.
Okay. That could have gone worse. I'm allowed to play 1 torrent, right? And this hit is bad because of his quest.
I must consider.
He plays that card too, huh? That was powerful, I guess. What if I just leave this up for the rest of the game and then use it to combo his ass? I could do that. So if I Geppetto, I go up to 10 cards. I can just burn the Witch's Brew if I want. I don't know, maybe it's good to just clear his board here. You can just trade this off into Geppetto anyway. I don't really want him punching me in the face and activating his quest. Earthquake's probably a better card in the matchup.
I have become one with the void.
Oh, this is just going great. Yeah, that was cool. Took 17 damage. Well, I guess I'm earthquaking that. I do have a Witch's Brew, so it's not that big of a deal. But it was rather unpleasant. Alright, so what do I actually need to win this game at this point? Well, my combo only does 32 damage, so That 5 armor is pretty scary, but I do have a Serpent Shrine portal, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I've got the Torrent, the Bloom, and an Artificer. So I need Silas, Ash Tongue, the other Artificer, and then one of Lightning Bloom or Diligent Note Taker. Well, since I need 3 minions still, I don't really have to play Geppetto here. Like, the longer I hold it, the more likely I am to hit. Like, I can naturally draw one and then hit the other 2, potentially. Let's just heal. Oh, he played his Galakron without finishing his quest, so he probably just never finishes the quest, right? I mean, he can have stuff like Penance, but I have already seen one Penance. I don't know. I feel like I probably don't have to worry too much about the quest at this point.
A simple spell should do.
I still don't have Silas or Ash Tongue, so he might not know what I'm doing. Blood Mage Thalnos is nice because it draws cards. Alright, I guess this is the Geppetto turn. Well, what if I hit 2 good cards? I guess if I hit 2 good cards, I can just play Diligent Note Taker. I don't know. If I hit like Mana Tide or Novice Engineer, it's still awkward. Maybe I have Thalnos Tidal Wave? I don't think I need to do that. Let's just see what this does. I think it makes sense to just play this here. With a 1-mana Note Taker, I don't have to draw the other Lightning Bloom, I'm pretty sure. Ash Tongue Silas is 8 mana. Play 1 Artificer for 10 mana. And then Note Taker's 11. But then we can get back another Lightning Bloom with it. So yeah, with the Note Taker, I don't have to draw the other Lightning Bloom. But I still need Ash Tongue and Artificer. And Silas.
A simple spell should do.
Working on that quest.
Time is running out. Could you repeat that? I'll write that down.
That's kind of scary. Well, he played Raised Dead, so I don't actually have to send this at his face anymore, which is nice, I guess.
I hope you like my
See what this novice can do for me. Devolving Missiles is pretty good. Can shoot this and then devolve the... Oh. That could have changed things. I think I still ended up going with the correct play, though. Alright, we've got some card draw going, and there's Silas. So I need the 2 cheap minions. Still have 2 Farsights in deck as well.
Fire everything and everyone! You are the prisoner in your own body.
Don't think I'm too worried about that. Alright, so... Oh, he does have an Artificer in play, so... Actually, all I have to draw is Soulbound Ash Tongue, right? As long as this thing stays in play, but I'm not sure how realistic it is for that to stay in play.
For my glory.
So I could use this Note Taker with a Farsight here. But I think it's probably better to just cast the Farsight. I guess I'm just playing this. He can trade off his Artificer, but whatever. I'm close enough to drawing my combo that I don't need him to leave it in play. What did he copy with this? Oh, a Speaker Gudra. That is kind of scary. There's the Lightning Bloom, so could have just played the Note Taker. I do have to play spells to enable my Torrent. Actually, I guess I'm allowed to overload with this now, right? Since I picked up the Lightning Bloom. So I can cast this here. I don't know, maybe I just play my AoEs.
Deloa, speak to me. Nature speaks through us.
I don't think I'm throwing the game by leaving this in play, but maybe I am. I guess I could have played it safe and just played Serpent Shrine Portal first. That's not that big of a deal.
Become the hero this world needs.
There's a Soulbound Ash Tongue, so if I had just not cleared last turn, I would have had lethal. Alright, so I believe since I have this 1-mana Note Taker, I do have lethal with Moarg Artificer next turn.
You don't pick the one, silly.
Class dismissed. Now time for the real lesson. Submit, heretic!
I am running out of cards.
Okay, well I didn't draw the Moarg Artificer. So I have to cast a spell here so that I can 1-mana Torrent next turn. I can just go Note Taker Torrent. Otherwise I have to Farsight and take a fatigue damage. Plus then I would be taking this damage. I mean, I don't really think the fatigue damage is that relevant, but I just don't think there's much reason to not play Torrent here.
Could you repeat that? I'll write that down. Too hard for you.
Alright, well, hopefully everything goes as planned. As long as I don't get mind rendered, I think I'm fine here. Alright, so we play this guy. Let's go that way. $32. Oh, 1 out of 5.
for King Rastakhan.
Oh, Paladin. I think Paladin is probably not one of my favorite matchups. Devolving Missiles is pretty good in the matchup, though. Thalnos draws a card. I think it's generally good to keep things like Thalnos when your win condition involves drawing the whole deck. It's not like I have anything else to do on turn 2.
I cannot wait to read these.
Alright, so I've got some options lined up for turn 3, but it probably will be a Serpent Shrine portal. Serpent Shrine on a 1-2 isn't super good. Could just go Farsight into Groundskeeper. I think I like the portal though. Interesting. Portal into Farsight is a fine curve as well.
Become the hero this world needs.
That's pretty scary. I could just Devolving Missiles here. I don't know if that's scary enough. It's pretty scary. You can always high roll a Libram of Hope or something that does damage to me.
For my glory.
I think I still want a Farsight though.
This stinks.
Wow, hopefully he can't abuse that.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
That's a really good torrent target. I do have this scheme building up, but it's pretty far away from being able to deal with this. I think this is the play. Also, I didn't even really think about it last turn, but 0 mana Instructor Fireheart is really good. This is like one of the best cards in the game to discount. Pretty scary. I don't love playing this on 6 mana, but when it costs 0, it's not bad.
Never be afraid.
Probably need to try to deal with this 9/6. Plague of Murlocs does deal with it. Okay. Wow. Well, let's just take a nice Frost Shock. Let's just take a nice Earth Shock. That may not have even been worth Earth Shocking, because you can't have buff stuff that might have been better, but I do get another spell out of the Earth Shock by playing it here. Easy Thalnos? My hand is getting pretty empty, so Steward of Scrolls could be good, but I think Thalnos is probably better. Probably want another Plague. But yeah, Thalnos to go with one of my AoE spells is pretty good. Maybe I can get away with like turn 8 Geppetto and then turn 9 Thalnos Tidal Wave. That could be a really strong line.
I do love a good study session. Reporting for duty.
He goes face. So if he goes face here, I can bump and play Scheme. That does give me a lot of breathing room to play Geppetto next turn. Taunt Totem is probably the best one I could hit there, but it's not super relevant.
The best defense is a great defense.
Reporting for duty.
Easy Geppetto turn, I think. Oh, that's a 1-mana Silas. Interesting. So with 1-mana Silas, we have Silas, Ash Tongue, Artificer, Artificer, Torrent. That's the whole combo, right? Just 7 mana. So I don't need Lightning Blooms at all, which means I could bloom something out here, but I guess there's no real reason to. So let's just chill. So what are we looking at now? I need to draw both Artificers and my last Torrent. So not very close on hitting the combo, but I am halfway through my deck. And I've got Thalnos in hand, 1 Novice, 1 Farsight, and 1 Manatide in deck. A lot of board clears to help get me there as well. So I might be doing okay this game.
A good explorer comes prepared. Hello, hello. We are friends now. Hello, friend.
That's a cute broomstick. I guess I'm just gonna Tidal Wave here. Note Taker. I don't think Note Taker does anything for my combo, so I probably just want to try to use it with Farsight at some point. Or I guess I can use it with my Torrent if I get in trouble. Let's go ahead and hold on to Thalnos. I don't know if I love holding Thalnos, honestly. Because, like, if the card this draws me is, like, a Novice Engineer, then that can just accelerate my game plan by a turn or something. But it's probably fine.
Impurity will not be tolerated.
I'm not too worried about that card, I think.
Who are we hitting today?
Manatide. I don't have a great way to protect it. Could Plague of Murlocs here. Could go Tidal Wave, 1/1 taunt. Oh wait, no, I don't have mana for that. Maybe I just accept that my Manatide's only drawing 1 card this game. I mean, I guess there's a world where I can draw into an Earthquake, and then Earthquake Manatide's a pretty strong turn. Oh wait, I'm allowed to just burn these Lightning Blooms, so actually I can do Tidal Wave stuff. Never surrender. That doesn't actually change much. 1 mana, 1/1 taunt. Another Diligent Note Taker, so we're approaching the point where Farsight is the best draw in my deck.
Free of that blasted tower.
Vargoth.
Comes prepared.
Reporting for duty.
Well, my Manatide Totem is still alive. Do I have to play Plague of Murlocs, though? Oh, I actually could go double Note Taker, double Torrent here. It does let me get another card out of the Manatide, and it deals with a big minion.
For my glory.
It's probably the play.
Could you repeat that? I'll write that down. I'll write that down.
I will not be rashed.
Alright, I'm just gonna play Thalnos. I need the cards at this point. Alright, we were 1 turn away on the Farsights for these. but I'm still okay with the play I made. I would just really like to draw into one of my earthquakes soon. I think that might be important.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Earthquake looking really good right about now. Morg Artificer also looking like a pretty good draw, if we're being honest. Agatha's Scheme. Oh, that's just lethal, right? 2 Artificers. Yeah.
Pain means little to me now.
Silas. Make things go that way. Bronze 4? Sick. And 2 quests?